Welcome back, Grandmaster B fans. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today's adventure takes us to a Christmas story house in Cleveland, Ohio. Me and my buddies, we've taken a yearly tradition coming to this house every year, probably for the past 8 years or so. We always have a really great time, and this is the interior shots, and it's a replica of what the set would have looked like. The filming was not actually filmed inside the house from what the tour guide said, but they were all filmed on a set. But they have some pretty good props there that kind of make it look fun and interesting. And I had my picture taken in front of a few of the actors' pictures and things, and just some really great photo opportunities. It is a very interactive tour for people to go through, but we just kind of really always enjoy ourselves, even though we've seen it a bunch of times. But this is me going up the steps to the second level, and that staircase is just, iconic. You can always remember the Pink Nightmare going down the steps. I just kind of thought I would zoom in on that. But today, we were doing a self-guided tour. There are different parts of the house that you can actually rent out on Airbnb, which is pretty cool. And so a lot of times you might want to plan in advance before you do your visit. They do have Christmas time stays that you can do, but usually they stay booked up, and they're usually about 2 or 3 years out. So if you plan on doing that, I would do it soon. But anyway, this is just some of the iconic scenes. This was where he was doing the decoder pin, what you just saw in the bathroom, and they had a little ironing table room there. Now there's a phone. When you pick it up, when you're there, it will play the scene from when Ralphie has the soap in his mouth, and she calls Schwartz his mother, and she's just kind of yelling into the phone receiver. I tried making it to where you could hear it, but it did not come out very well. But it just basically replays that scene on the receiver, so it's pretty cool to kind of experience and listen to. So that's just me kind of holding the receiver and listening to it. Well, at least trying to play it for you guys. But anyway, it's definitely worth a visit to come and listen for it for yourself. And this is just the bedroom that Randy and Ralphie would have been in. Again, it's not the actual bedroom, but they did a pretty good job replicating it. So this is just a really cool themed room. They've done a really good job using some of the things that might have been in the movie, but some of it is and some of it's not. I know that the several actors that played in these movies did donate a few things, but they're over in the museum part. But they've done a pretty good job making it realistic for the people to look at and stuff. So anyway, just kind of getting a few of the shots here. We're actually getting ready to go back downstairs, and there's just me going down as we're walking down with my group here. But just kind of getting some different perspectives. It's one of our friends just kind of waving at the camera there. But anyway, we're just walking down here and kind of going through. This guy in front of us here, he was really nice. He actually wanted his picture with me, so I thought that was pretty nice of him to ask. We all kind of had our Christmas Story shirts decked out, and we were kind of looking the part. So anyway, this is a replica of the kitchen, and this is actually one of the damper, when he has the furnace scene. That's me underneath the sink. You can actually get under there and recreate the scene if you'd like. It is a little hard to get down and get up out of the little hole that they have there, but it is fun to kind of redo the scene. Actually got to say the part, Daddy's going to kill Ralphie. We filmed that on my buddy's camera, and he may have it on his channel, but anyway, just wasn't able to get that scene for my channel. But anyway, that's what we did. So this is the backyard scene. In the movie, this is probably where the BB gun scene would have been done, and just where he was kind of having the little dreams of his Red Ryder BB gun and things like that. So anyway, just kind of getting some good shots here of the back. It's got the little shed out there, and some you can kind of visualize the actual scenes from the movie, and just really, really cool. But anyway, this is just kind of getting some good shots here, different aspects of the house. This is the rear, and just kind of just getting everything in as we're approaching the museum part. And there's a bar right across the street, which I'll talk about here in a minute. But the original tour guide told us that the original concept, or at least the guy that owned the house originally, where the exterior filming locations were done, was met with the producers of the film there at the bar, and that's where the deal was made. Originally, the homeowner was reluctant to let them use the house, but then he kind of had second thoughts from what they said. But these are just some, we're actually in the museum now, and you're looking at some different parts of the movie, and I got some movie posters, and different things like that. There's the little snowsuit where he can't put his arms down. That's always one of my favorite scenes, and my mom's favorite scene. She always liked watching this movie as well. But that's the bib when he was getting all the food all over his face. But they have a lot of really good pictures from the movie and some of the actors. That's me just kind of zooming in on one. It just kind of puts a lot of real life aspect to the actors and all the hard work they put into making the cinema genius for all of us to enjoy all these years later. But there's the Wild Bart outfits, and there's the actual screen used gun, and it's in a display case, but it's got a little inscription there of what you can look at, as far as like what it is, and how they came up with the idea and everything. So, but there's just some really, really great things here. What we're looking at now is actually the parts of the, I believe this is the school, and it also has some of the Chinese restaurant items in this room. It had a little video playing of some of the clips from the movie. What you're looking at now is the uniforms that the Chinese workers would have wore in their restaurant for the ending scene. And actually the chalkboard right there is from the original school that the film was taped in. And they tore it down, from what I understand, or either that or they converted it into an apartment. But they allowed the door right there that you're seeing and the chalkboard that was used in the screen of the movie to be used in this museum. So I thought that was a pretty cool aspect. What I just saw you there was the original eBay listing. When the original owner of this property, he bought the home on an eBay listing, sight unseen, for like, it was a really, for that time, it was a lot of money, but it was just, I believe it was either $99,000 or something like that. And he bought it on eBay, so I thought that was really cool. That was the actual car. I read on that little poster that I'm zooming in on right now, that was the actual screen car that was used. And he always talked about, like in the Oldsmobiles, I think that was one of the lines in the movie. But it was just a really, really great movie, and I still watch it to this day around the holidays and things. But it's just the car's in great shape. They've got it roped off, but you can still kind of get pretty close as far as to get your pictures and photo opportunities and everything. But we had a really great time. We always enjoy coming here. To be a great place to bring your family and friends and whoever else you'd want to bring. But that's actually the bar. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Just really appreciate you all watching, and just tune back for the next one. Thank you, guys.